If you want to farm Exalted Orbs, this is one of the best ways. Hello guys, my name is Will, and we are talking about one of the best ways to farm Exalted Orbs. So, this is one of the easiest ways if you want to start farming Exalted Orbs, which is basically farming the Trial of Chaos, okay? If you don't have your 4th Ascendancy, then it's even better because you can farm both things at the same time. So, if you want to start farming some Exalted Orbs and you can't still do the 10 drill, you can get these ones here. So the Inscribed Ultimatum with 7 drills, and you can farm Exalted Orbs. I'll explain you why. And then, I don't have any 10, but if you have a 10, it's even better because you can even farm more stuff. So I just did one run with Trial 7, and I did another run with Trials 10. The difference is Trial 10 is much harder, so you really need a good gear, because the debuffs start accumulating and will be harder and harder when you reach the last floors, okay? So I'll go over this number of Trial 7 and show you what did I farmed with just one run. And this takes like 5-10 minutes and you can farm a lot of Exalted Orbs. So as you guys can see here, I did this first run with the number trial of 7, and you just need to farm all the stages. You need to do 7 floors basically, which is 2 bosses. Some of them, I think, if you are doing the Chimera as the last boss, will be a bit harder, but if you're already strong, you will basically one-shot all of them, alright? So, you basically just need to do the 7 levels. It took me like around 10 minutes to do all of these. You will be able to collect some items as well, and you can disenchant them because they are not that worth it since they are corrupted. You can't craft them or sell them, so eventually someone can upgrade them. But there's a lot of stuff you can get from these runs. So you can get Chaos Orbs, you can get Fall Orbs, you can get Exalted Orbs, some Waste Stones, which are very useful. So after doing this run, this was the last boss, and as you guys can see, not that hard, almost one shot and got 1 Fall Orb from it. And then, when you end this and you collect your rewards, you guys can see, besides the yellow items, you can collect the soul cores as well, and those ones are really, really worth it. So as you guys can see, I finish it, and then I go to the currency exchange. So one of these Exalted Orbs is worth it 5, okay? And the other one is worth it 5 as well. As you guys can see, the moment I'm placing the order, the market ratio is 4.5 to 1, but it can increase. So my advice is, if you want to get the maximum Exalted Orbs from each soul core, just leave it there with the 5, and eventually, if the value of the soul core rises, you will get the 5 Exalted Orbs. You can just leave it there and come back later, or you can wait a little bit. As you guys can see, it's rising now, it's 4.92, and eventually reach 5, and then I can get those 5 Exalted Orbs, as you guys can see. The same thing will happen with the other soul core. So, as you guys can see, from this run, 10 minutes, I was able to get 10 Exalted Orbs, 1 Vol Orb, 1 Chaos, some more items, and some more Waste Stones. So, from this one, if you are lucky, some of these soul cores, they have different prices. You just need to go to your currency exchange, which name is Alva. You just need to speak with Alva, and you can check the price for all of these. So you just need to go here and set as a price as an Exalted Orb, and then you can go here to Soul Cores and check the price of each one. For example, this one is 1 to 5. The other ones will have different values. This one is 1 to 4.6. There's one or another that is more valuable. Can give you like 10, 15 Exalted. Of course, the higher level you do, the higher chance to get a more valuable one. Okay, but these ones I'm showing you, it's almost all of them will be 1 to 5, which is pretty nice. You can farm like at least 10 Exalted and some more. So from this one I got Chaos Orb, Orb of Chance, some more items, Waste Stones, which is really, really good. But the next one I want to show you guys is the 10 Trial. So you guys can see here, I placed one of those stones, 10 Trial, and I did the 10 stages. So I did the first one. As you progress, it will get harder. The monsters are a higher level as well, so they will be like 80 or something like that. But you have 10 levels, the drop rate is higher, you can still one-shot the bosses if you are that strong, but there are some debuffs that are worse than in others. For example, on this one, I choose this ring that will grow up and do chaos damage, and chaos damage is very tricky, because chaos damage ignores your shield, okay? So if you don't have high resistance, this chaos damage can one-shot you, which did happen on the last boss. So on the 10-1, I had to fight Chimera, and I had a really strong decision to do. When Chimera flied, she started spitting fire, so all the floor was ignited. At the same thing, I had the ring, so I had to choose between die to the fire or die to the ring. And as you guys can see, I choose to go to the fire, to go to the ring, and basically one-shotted me. Even that I have some few resistance, but those rings do insane damage, so be careful. Still, I was able to farm some stuff. Of course, ideally, you want to farm those 10 stages and get the last items, which are very valuable, like soul cores, but you can get something else. So, without doing the 10 stages, you guys can see I got 3 chaos, I got some items to craft and salvage. I have an orb of alchemy, I have 3 Val orbs, a tier 13 waystone and tier 11, and some more items and some runes as well, so you guys can see you can get much more stuff than just Exalted Orbs. But then here, we go back to the currency exchange. I can show you what you get. Besides getting those soul cores that you can exchange to Exalted Orbs, if you already have the 4th Ascendancy and you don't need it anymore, you can farm these items, which are these ultimatum things here. Okay, these ones, ultimatum fragments, you need these for the 4th Ascendancy, so if you've not done it, you can buy it and just do one run and use these items, because you need to farm 3 times or more Trial of Chaos to get these items to be able to do the last boss, okay, which I already did. So you can basically farm the Trial 10, buy these ultimatums, they are 1 Exalted Orb. You can find some for 1 Exalted Orb in the trade Path of Exile website, so they are quite affordable. You can spend 1 Exalted Orbs and you'll get much more. And if you get these items, some of them, or most of them, they are like 10 Exalted. So you guys can see one of these is 10 Exalted. So besides getting those soul cores that you can exchange to Exalted Orbs, you can get these ones as well that are much more valuable. And I think one of them it's very expensive. So this one, if you get the Deadly Fights, it's 26 Exalted. So guys, if you get 2 soul cores, 10 will be 36, plus the ones you farmed all over the stages is 27 now. Will be even better, will give you more Exalted Orbs, and it's a really easy way. If you are that strong at the moment, it's an easy way to farm Exalted Orbs. Of course, you can do maps, but sometimes doing a map will take you almost the same time. You can do this, and if you do everything right, you will be getting like 30, 40 Exalted in like 10-15 minutes for doing those 10 levels. Alright guys, it's a great tip. If you guys not farming these, there's a lot of people farming these. It's an easy way to get Exalted Orbs and some more currency, but if you really need, Exalted Orbs are one of the most used currency here, besides Divine Orbs. But if you need Exalted Orbs to start upgrading your gear, it's a really easy way to do it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, any questions, leave it below. I'm happy to help you and answer all your questions. And as always, to support my channel, just leave that like, subscribe to my channel for more content about Path of Exile 2. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.